And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Kansas City Royals. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about ready to roll. And on the mound now, Brayan Bello.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
And here is Gunnar Henderson. Missed with a changeup, and the home opener is underway. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. The throw to third, not in time. He's safe, and it's second and third with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Bryce Harper up to bat next, lays off for a ball. Right through there for a strike. And a count 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a ground ball to first. Base hit, one run is in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And
this one in the air. Walker makes the grab, one pitch and one out. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Merrill. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Next offering is down low.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base, get two, get out of this.
Pitch misses there. 3 balls, no strikes. Ground ball right side. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
One ball, no
Ryan
strike.
Reynolds, the next to hit, takes ball one. And that's in for a strike.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And no one can get there. Here comes Harper around third. One run in. Here comes another. Another comes in to score, and it's 4-0.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Outside low. And 1-1.
Well, a really rough
1-1.
inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Fastball for a strike at 95. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Here's a rocket out to left. Kowser makes the grab for the second out. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. And ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Here's a 1-1. And that's outside. 2-1. Fouls one off. 2-2. Reynolds on at second with 2 down. That one ripped. That's back there. And that's the third out. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and pitching in this game, Luis Castillo.
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
This is Corbin Carroll. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. The 1-0. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
So a man aboard, Austin Riley at the plate. Castillo will look to first. And he's back safely. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw there. Safe. No outs. Runner on second. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One ball, one
Riley's
strike.
one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off of Michael Walker fastball in his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a.
That one hammered center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Foul ball there. One away with a runner at third. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. That was blasted to the moon. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. Base is empty, one away. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Christian Walker. Out towards right center field. Torkelson makes a move towards the gap. And there's two away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Colton Cowser stands in with two away as he takes a ball. And there's a hit. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Blake Sabol. And first offering is fouled off. Cowser leads off first with two down to the inning. And there's a foul ball. That one not close. And it's 1-2.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
In the air, left field, down the line. Reynolds makes the catch. That is the inning. Top of the second. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Bayo back to work. A little bit high. Ball one. Now that's smacked to right center. That's a hit. So now back to the top of the order. Around first, heading for two. And he's there with a leadoff double. And now here is Gunnar Henderson. He led off the game with a single and then came around to score. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second.
No, that's in.
Falling behind 2-1. Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
It's through for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. Tries to get back and save. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Julio Rodriguez digs in now. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And a strike in there.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get ground ball, double play.
Ground ball could be two. Off balance feet, there's one. On to first, but he beats it. And a run scores. Here comes Bryce Harper. RBI single his last time up. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in safely. And that's downstairs. 1-0. Just missed.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Man at first, one away. There goes the runner. Next offering is fouled back. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Bryce Harper with a star scraper. And they boost their lead. It's 7-2. And now the right fielder, Spencer Torkelson. Carmen Mlodzinski taking over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Foul ball.
Tap softly third base side. A swinging bunt. Tosses across to first. And they get Torkelson for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Jackson Merrill, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Outside with a breaking ball. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Crow Armstrong pulls that one down, and that'll do it. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. So up now for Kansas City. Pete. Crow Armstrong. And first offering is fouled off. And a base hit right there. And the leadoff man aboard.
He was all over that one. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
Runner takes off. It's a pitch out. Throw to second. Out. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that's ball 4.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
1 gone, runner at first. Brett Wisely will hit next. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. 1 at second. Over to first, but he beats it. And the batter now, Austin Riley. He's 0 for 1. And he can't come up with it. And they tag him out. On to the 3rd inning. B-Ray coming to the plate now. Reynolds in his 6th season, 30 years old now, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. High fly ball out to center field. Crow Armstrong puts it away for the out. And now it's Luis Robert. He's 0 for 1. This one smoked out to left. Cowser pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Flied to right his first time. Ground ball, Walker. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the third, and here is Devers. There's the strike.
Well, these Royals doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Hard ground ball, base knob. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now it's Christian Walker. Swinging a foul out of play. Here comes the 0-1. That one out to right. Torkelson makes the catch. One down. Colton Cowser steps in for the Royals. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Center field. Rodriguez. And makes the grab. 2 away now. So digging in, Blake Sable. Flied to left his first time. And there's a strike.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
0-2.
Devers, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Ball outside.
And a ball evens the count.
2-2.
Hard hit to third. In plenty of time to first, and that is that. Back here in Kansas City, on to the 4th. Now the Orioles catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Off the plate inside. And the count is 1-1. And that drops in for a strike.
1-2.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. So the lineup flips over. Here's the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson. He's 2 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
In the air, left side. Cowser settles under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, Julio Rodriguez. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And that is that. Bottom of the 4th, and to the plate for Kansas City, Pete Crow Armstrong. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, center field. And there's 1 down. Willie Adames stands in. The walk and a run scored his first time. Fouled off left side. Out to short, Merrill. On to first, and they get Adames for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Now here is Brett Wisely. A single his first time. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Rodriguez makes the play, and it's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. So here is Bryce Harper. Majinski back to work. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one is back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Torkelson now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Breaking ball misses down and away. 1 out, bases empty. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right side, hard hit. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. And now, Jackson Merrill. And it's fouled away. And that one fouled off.
Finish him.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Bottom of the inning. Now here is Corbin Carroll. And ball one to the right fielder.
Well, these Royals doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll touch them all. And they close the gap. It's 7-4. Here is Austin Riley. 0-2 in this one. Up the middle, Holiday. Handles, throws to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now it's Devers at the plate. He's already homered in this game. That misses the zone, outside. And that's ball 1. This to third. To first, and Devers is set down. Christian Walker now at the plate. One of the rare guys at first base that you almost think defense first. He is that good with the glove. You're talking about top of the list, elite defensive first baseman.
Waste no time there. Nice line drive to the pole side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Nick Lofton, the runner on first with 2 gone for him. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Lofton checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. 2 outs. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first. That ends the inning. All set for the top of the 6th. Brian Reynolds here.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Pitch misses inside. 2-1. That's out to center field. Crow Armstrong drifts towards it, and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Luis Robert now. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Outside. 1-1.
1-1.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Hit on the ground to short. Adames. And they take care of Robert for the out. And stepping in is the speedy Jackson Holiday. That's hard hit on the line. Hauls it in to end the inning. Well, we go bottom six, and here's the catcher, Blake Sable. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Royals, Gary Sanchez. Swung out, belted. Back there. Going, gone. A massive home run. And they're chipping away. It's 7-5. So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong. 1 for 2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that one is in the dirt. And the count even 1-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. Fly ball down the line. And that will drop foul. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Willie Adames getting ready to hit. A swing and a miss. And that's strike one. Hers measures 6 feet 2 inches. 195 pounds. And he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019. Ball one there. The shortstop takes the ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now it's the second baseman, Brett Wisely. And a foul ball. That one fouled off.
One and two.
Right side. A dive. Nice stop. Gathers and throws. And that's a nice play to end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Now, Francisco Alvarez. That's outside. And that's ball one. The pitch. Late swing fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that is downstairs. And the count is even 2-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson. And he gets tied up right there.
0-1.
Inside. And now it's even 1-1.
1-1.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. To Adames, that's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So digging in, Julio Rodriguez. Line drive.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Here comes Bryce Harper. He's already homered here in this one. Tom Cosgrove gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Finish him.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. And that one popped in the air, left field. Reynolds makes the grab, one away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Now pitching for the Orioles, number 55, Ryan Wesley.
Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Devers now. Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. Big spot late in this one, and here's Christian Walker. 1 for 3. Next offering way off the plate.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
2-1's the count.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a swing and a miss. That's out number 2. Nick Lofton steps in for the Royals. Grounded out his first time up. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Matt Wallner. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Royals, Hunter Goodman.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
That one is absolutely belted. And it bangs off the wall. One runs in, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up.
Huge at bat to bring home the tying run at this point in the game. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Here's a rocket to right field. Brings it in, and that is the third out of the inning. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, we go to the 8th. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Fouled off. He was late.
Nope. Ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
1-2.
The 1-2. Base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
The lefty, the 1-0. And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
That missed by a lot. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Rowe holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. And now a high leverage at bat for Brian Reynolds. A switch hitter batting right. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Anthony Banda.
Anthony Banda.
Out in front and foul to the left side. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hit on the ground might be 2. Feed to second, that's 1, and that's 2.
Well, the reliever comes in, takes care of that inherited runner, gets that ground ball double play, and now he can work on one more guy to get back in the dugout.
Robert in the box now, takes strike 1. Look out!
You hit him.
And it hit him.
Well, things starting to unravel out there on the mounds, giving up a few hits. Now he's Guys, he's got to find a way to compose himself or he's not going to be out there much longer.
And delivers outside. To the left side, but it is well foul. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. Back here in Kansas City, and now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Clevenger back to work. And that one hit to first. Takes it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. So up next, Willie Adames. First pitch just misses. All tied up here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Cut on and lifted in the air. Torkelson moving under this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2. Brett Wisely digs in now. Way upstairs. Ball 1. Now a check swing, but he held up.
Whoa, recognized that pitch just in time, able to keep those hands back.
That's too low. 3-0. And that is out of play. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard. Corbin Carroll, the next to hit. And that one fouled off. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
2 outs. Hard hit to right center. And there's a base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Austin Riley. That one misses. And that is ball 1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Reynolds on the run. Drops into the glove. And that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th and into the box for Baltimore, Francisco Alvarez. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Andres Munoz. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Just
Ball,
missed.
that's down.
That's to third. Riley fires to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Got it. 2 gone now. And next for the Orioles, Julio Rodriguez. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now here is Harper. Little chopper rolls foul. With the go-ahead run at first, here at the top of the ninth. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Just missed.
Ball.
Pitch misses, and now 3-1. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
3-2. On the ground to first, and it gets by him. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Here comes Torque to the plate. And that's outside. And it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an
1 ball,
hour.
1 strike.
That one
No,
close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And that's fouled off. Rodriguez on third. Harper on at first with 2 down. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that's the 3rd out. And we're back. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Here's Rafael Devers. This one popped up. He's under it. Makes the grab. And there's 1 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Swinging a foul out of play. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Out of here. Ball game. A solo shot. And the Royals walk it off 8-7.
Hitting a walk-off homer homer's the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing in the bat, nice win for the team.
And a final 8-7. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.